Now you should be able to hear me. No?
Nope.
It's delayed, so. Yep. You can hear me. Okay, sorry guys. The audio is going to be a little whack. But here we are. I'm going to share this stream with Jen, and then we will be good to go. Okay, as we're doing that, you guys should be tuning in. Again, this is coming from the camera audio. Welcome. The stream's finally up, and you made it. So I'm going to transition to the camera and start talking to you guys. Okay. Welcome back. It's been so long since I saw you. I'm going to put my keyboard and stuff here in front of the stream. Madison, if you could monitor the stream, make sure it's transitioning properly. I'm going to put all my stuff here so that I can control the screen while I talk to you. Okay, then prepare some graphics. Whoop. There we go. Okay, yeah, so now I'm able to control the graphics from here. Okay, well, welcome everybody. This is going to be a little rougher of a stream because again, we're streaming from YouTube. However, if you are here, then I'm glad that you're here. Hope that you're doing all right in the times that we have. We're going to be going over all of the moves that you guys learned so far, or at least some of them, probably the most essential ones. And then we will be talking about how to use those most effectively, especially as you might not have a partner at home. Okay, so we're going to go over those moves and see what we can drum up. Okay, let me check with Jen, make sure that she can get onto the live stream as well, and then we'll get started. Let me just do this. Do. Okay, here and see me. Everything look good from over there, Maddie? Okay. And the stream started. Okay, great. So the first thing that we're going to cover is, of course, going into probably the hardest one, which is going to be your West Coast swing. Okay, so I've prepared a graphic here for you guys that you can look at. It's just going to be a quick move list. It's going to have what we've learned so far. Okay, so basically we have the sugar push basic. We have the left side pass and we have the right side pass. Now the sugar push basic again is that basic. So when you are pushing your partner away and pulling them to you, I'm going to disable that graphic so I can show you. Okay, the sugar push basic is essentially having the gentleman lined up with your partner. Remember, you're disconnected. Okay. And you have that left hand at the hip level, okay? So if we do this from this side, this is my left hand as a lead. Remember, the sugar push basic is me walking 2 steps backwards, triple step and forward on that 3rd step, and then triple in place. For the gentleman, we talked a lot about anchoring with that step, okay? So if I have my hand out here, it's gonna look like this. We're gonna go walk, walk, triple and forward, triple step. Just like that. So you can follow along with me if you'd like. We're going to go ahead and do that again. And walk, walk, triple forward, triple step. Okay? That's your sugar push basic. Now we learned that and we talked a lot about anchoring and the push and pull of your West Coast swing. So remember, we're using one hand. We're pulling her to us, catching with the right hand, and then pushing her away when we take our forward step, the 3rd step of that triple. So if we're here, we're going walk, catch, triple push, triple step. And that enables us to really kind of stay in place and serve as an anchor. At first we taught the basic where we're traveling a lot, triple forward, triple step. But now we're just doing walk, walk, triple, little bit, triple step. Staying in place, serving as that anchor. Triple step. Okay? So if we practice that along with us, the main thing I want you to focus on is getting her to you, catching with the right hand, pushing away on that forward step. So we go. Walk, walk, triple and push, triple step. Right? Try that again. Walk, walk, triple and push, triple 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 step. Okay? From the lady's perspective, again, you were walking to him, taking that right foot and going walk, walk, triple and back to the right, triple step. Okay? That right hand is available for you to be pulled to him and ready to go. So you're going walk, walk, triple and back, triple step. Walk, walk, triple and back, triple again. Walk, walk, triple and back, triple step. Walk, walk, triple and back, triple step. Okay? So that was your sugar push basic. Obviously, we focused a lot on that in class, so there's no real need to review too much with that move, but just keep in mind that push and pull action. If there's anything that you can practice, it's pushing away and pulling back. Okay? Now, as we transition to the other move that you learned, or the other two moves that you learned with your West Coast swing, you have that left side pass as well. Okay? So the left side pass is going to be her passing obviously on the left side. So if I have my left side, my left hand right here, remember we talked about using that as a leash, okay? We talked about letting her clothesline herself into that arm. So if I'm here, we're going out of her way with the first two steps. Walk, walk. Notice I'm facing you now. I was perpendicular, but now I'm going to be facing you after those two first steps. Walk, walk. My first triple is going to be a delayed triple. So I'm going triple, and then I'm going to step forward back onto the track. Step, triple, step. And if I show you my feet here, just so that you can see that, right? We got the foot position here. Remember, I'm getting out of her way with those first two steps. So I'm going walk, walk. Notice I'm turned towards the camera now, or a quarter turn to my left. I'm going to do two delayed triples, walk, walk, and then on to the path with my left foot. Then I'm going to triple in place, triple step to anchor her to that path. So again, I'm facing this way, okay? I'm opening up with that first walk, 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 walk. I'm going to let her pass through with that left arm, and I'm going to chase her down, delayed, triple, and then triple step. One more time. We're going walk, walk. She goes through back on track, triple step. And if I do it from this side, if I do two in a row, right, I'm letting her pass on my left side again. So I'm getting out of her way, walk, walk. I'm going to triple and forward back on track, triple step. And that's going to be how you treat that left side pass from the gentleman's perspective. Now, ladies, what you're going to do is, again, you're going to have those cross triples. So when you're going forward, okay, you're going to be inclining your body towards him, almost like you're looking and watching him pass by. Or you can kind of think of it like your mom is grabbing your left ear and making you turn the way that you need to turn. So if you watch me when I do that move, he's got my right hand. I'm going to be passing on his left side. I'm going to aim for that left side as I walk, walk. Mom starts to pull the ear here. I'm going to triple step, triple step. Sorry, I walked off camera a little bit there. Okay, but if I try it again on this side, actually, I'll restart from this side again, just to keep that consistent. I'm going walk, mom starts to pull, triple step, okay? I'm getting pulled through that left side. Again, if I try it again, walk, walk, triple step, triple step, okay? So that's what we're doing with our body, ladies. What you want to be doing with your feet is you want to be doing that cross triple. That's what we talked about, okay? So if I have my cross triple, what that's going to look like is if I'm lined up, perpendicular with the camera, right? And this is my slot, I'm going to be going walk, walk. And we talked about turning slightly out after we take that left step. I'm then going to go side down the slot, cross in front, back, triple step. Okay, so if we do that again, I'm going walk, I begin to turn here, I take a side down the slot, cross in front down the slot, and back down the slot, and then do my triple. Okay, so that's what we kind of talked about with that left side pass. Okay, let's try that a couple times just going through, and then we will talk about the dynamic with the partnership. Okay, so we're going walk, walk, side, cross, back, triple step. Again, walk, walk, side, cross, back, triple again. Walk, walk, side, cross, back, triple again. Walk, walk, side, cross, back, triple again. And that's our left side pass for the ladies part, okay? Now, what you both want to do, and here's a quick note about that left side pass. He has his left arm, okay? He has his left arm out here for the lady to run into. So what she's gonna do is let that left arm wrap around the stomach, okay? Go through that left arm, and then once she gets to a point where the arm is clotheslining her, obviously, and she can't go anymore, on that third step of that triple, or on that cross step, you're gonna let that kind of unravel. Okay, so you're walking, walk, walk, triple, and right here, you're gonna feel that catch your stomach. Step, triple step. You're gonna let that unwind you, okay, a little bit, just like that. Okay, so that's just a couple notes. Gentlemen, make sure to keep that left hand at the hip level. Moving on to your third move in your West Coast swing, we have the right side pass. Okay, so the right side pass is exactly what it sounds like. You're letting her pass on the right side the same way that you might with your left side pass, except that you can't, there's no way for her to pass under your arm because you're still using your left. So when she runs into the left, that's a natural unwinding on that side. But when you're passing on the right, but still using the left hand, we talked about having to use what's called an inside turn to accomplish that, okay? So when you use that inside turn, your hand is gonna be upside down, gentlemen. The first thing you're gonna do is give the lady a thumbs down, okay? And use that palm to palm action, okay? You're going to give her a thumbs down and let her pass on the right side. So if I line myself up with the camera so that you can see that, right, let me be right about here, okay? I'm going to take my first two walk steps to get out of her way to the left, okay? So I'm actually going to my left to get out of her way because she's gonna be passing on my right side. I'm gonna go walk, walk, okay? On those first two walk steps, I have turned my hand completely upside down so that I'm thumbs down and I'm waiting for her to cross under with an inside turn. I'm gonna do the same delayed triple I did before. Triple, step to get back on the path, and then triple in place to anchor, okay? So notice we're always doing an anchor step. Every time we do a move, the move usually happens on the walk, walk, triple step. Then the second triple is for you to get back oriented with your partner and allow them to kind of grow in the slot. So if we do that again, I have that left hand down at the hip level. The first two walks, I'm letting her I'm getting out of her way, and I'm raising that up so that my hand is inverted, thumbs down. Walk, walk. Then I'm gonna let her pass through with that inside turn, triple, face her. And then the second triple I'm just gonna do in place, triple step, okay? Let's demonstrate that from this side so you can see the right side that she's passing on. Okay, if I have my left hand down at the hip level, I'm going to get out of her way to the left. Walk, walk. My hand is inverted. I'm going to let her pass through with that delayed triple. Triple, back on track. Then I'm going to do my anchor step to just let her anchor. Triple, step, let her go. So let's do that a couple times on each side without stopping so that you can practice along with me. Again, this video is going to be uploaded later that you can practice along with, okay? So we're going to be going out of her way, delayed triple, and triple in place. Again, out of her way, delayed triple, and triple again. Out of her way, delayed triple, and triple. One more time, out of her way, delayed triple, and triple step. Okay? Ladies part for that, just to review, you're doing the same exact thing that you did for your left side pass footwork wise, okay? So if you have that right hand, you're doing the same exact thing. Walking 1, 2, cross, triple, and triple step. 1, 2, cross, triple, and triple step. It's just that he's going to be pulling you through with an inside turn. So he's going to be inverting, and you're going to be lifting your right hand above your head, still curving to that same side, and letting him pass you under. Okay, so the difference here is that if I was doing the left side pass, I'd just be walking forward with my hand at my waist, getting clotheslined by that hand, and unraveling. And if I'm doing my right side pass, my hand is going to go up, and I'm going to do an inside turn. Walk, walk, inside turn, triple step. Okay, so that's how that right side pass is going to work for you. It's basically just an inside turn. Okay, so let's try that a couple times from the ladies' perspective, and then we'll kind of just go over some notes and move on from West Coast. Okay, so you're going walk, walk, under the arm, triple step. Try it again. Walk, walk, under the arm, triple again. Walk, walk, under the arm, triple again. Walk, walk, under the arm, triple step. Okay? Just to show you the feet one more time, just in case you're confused, ladies. Here we are. Okay? If I'm showing you the feet one more time, I'm going walk, turning out with that second walk step, side, cross in front, back, triple step. Notice this is the slot, ladies. Notice what's happening here with the slot. I'm staying in a straight line. I'm traveling in a straight line going wherever my slot is. For now, this is lined up directly in front of me. If my slot was lined up here, actually, we should line it up with the camera. If my slot was lined up here, it would look like this. Walk, turn, side, cross, back, triple step. Walk, turn, side, cross, back, triple step. Okay? So wherever that slot is for you, just make sure you stay within those boundaries, okay? Dynamics for the right side pass, you want to make sure, gentlemen, that you make it the easiest as possible for the lady to get through, okay? So when you're inverting your hand and giving that thumbs down, that's prepping her to be able to transition naturally into the inside turn. You're just naturally giving her that spin. It's almost like a jump rope, right? If my hand is inverted, I can switch it to the bottom, okay? I'm doing that. So make sure that you make it as easy as possible by inverting that hand and flipping it as you go through your moves, okay? Make sure to get out of her way with those first two steps, then get back on track with that delayed triple, and finally just anchoring and letting her expand. Ladies, make sure that you do the cross triples instead of just running forward and then turning on the last step or whatever. The cross triple is going to help you just smoothly turn your body as you go through either the left or right side pass, seeing as they're the exact same footwork. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to tell you is that it's pretty common sense, you might think, but When you're doing left and right side passes, just remember they have to happen on the left or the right side. If you try to do a left side pass on the right side, meaning you try to clothesline her with the hand, but it's on the right side, it's not going to work. Same thing, if you try to give her an inside turn on the left side instead of giving her that inside turn on the right side, then it's going to turn into a different move entirely and you're going to get a little confused. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to put that graphic up one more time so that you guys can see those moves. Boop. There's the sugar push basic, the left side pass, and the right side pass. Okay, now transitioning into our nightclub two-step. We're going to, this one's all jumbled. I hurried and put these together, so sorry if the words are all out of wackadoo. Okay, but this is your nightclub two-step. Now we learned the nightclub two-step basic. We also had our cross turn and we had our underarm turn. I figured I'd focus on those moves specifically and we'll go over some new moves next week as well. Okay, but this is your basic cross turn and underarm turn. Okay, so let's go over the basic real quick. Couple notes on nightclub two-step. Remember, this is that casual dance, okay? So you want to make sure that you treat it that way. If I put up the basic here as well, which I can do, because I'm a prepared individual. Okay, I'm gonna put up the basic here so that you can follow along with me. Boom, 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 okay? The biggest thing to remember is that it is a casual dance. It does have that shape of kind of like two L's that are put on their face, okay? So if I'm here, this is the shape of my nightclub two-step for either person. I either have those two horns or I have those two udders, okay? But either way, we're doing what's called the mirror opposite. So if I practice that basic in front of the camera here for you, we're doing this, okay? You're gonna take your left foot, if you're the lead, you're gonna place it under your right butt cheek, rock, step, side. And actually, let me do this away from you so that you can see. As we go, rock, step, side, okay? Then we're gonna go rock, step, side. Again, rock, step, side, rock, step, side. You guys know the basics of nightclub two-step, so I'm not gonna spend too much time reviewing it. Okay, but essentially you're doing a fifth position break inside, fifth position break inside. Fifth position break inside, fifth position break. Rhythm is quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Okay? So that was your basic. If you're doing it from the follows perspective, it's the exact same thing. You're starting with that right foot and mirroring it. As he goes back with his left, you go back with your right. Rock, step, side, left. Rock, step, side, right. Rock, step, side, left. Rock, step, side. 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 Rock, step, side, stop. Okay, so that's going to be your nightclub two-step basic. The other move that we did along with that was going to be our cross turn. So let me put that graphic up for you real quick. Now remember the cross turn is basically what we call a cross-body lead. You're leading her across your body and it's a way to turn around 180 degrees. So say you're dancing in a corner and whoever you're dancing with or next to, their breath stinks. And you're like, I just want to open up to the next side, right? I want to turn around. That's what you're going to use that kind of cross turn for. And with that cross turn, we kind of had that grapevine, right? So if I fade back here, and I look at my cross turn, the biggest thing that I want to do here is I want to make sure that I can allow my lady to pass through. This is going to be going all the way across your body and turning around 180 degrees. So I'm going to demonstrate it first and we'll get into it from the lead's perspective on how to do it. Okay? We're going basic first, rock, step, side, rock, step, side. What you're going to do is you're going to go back, back, forward, side, cross, side. and then you go back into your basic. Rock, step, side, back, back, forward, side, cross, side. Okay? So, if I demonstrate that from the lady's perspective again, what I'm doing, gentlemen, is I'm walking out of her way. We're always getting out of her way. Every single day, we're getting out of the lady's way. Who's supposed to be the center of attention? She is. We're supposed to disappear, right? We're just supposed to be the cog, right? Or we're supposed to be the steering wheel, right? If she's a beautiful Ferrari, then you're a rugged steering wheel. You are directing her and letting her shine, okay? So you should get out of her way with those first 2 steps. Left foot goes back, and we're going to be turning out to our left about a quarter turn. Then we're going to go back with the right and turn out so that we are pretty much where we need to be facing, which is where we had our back to. Then we're going to go forward with the left. Okay? So again, if I demonstrate that, I'm going back with the left and turning out, back with the right and turning out more, forward with the left towards the wall I need to be facing. And the easiest way to do that, by the way, gentlemen, is by lining yourself up with a wall. So if I am lined up with the wall that I'm facing now, and I know that the wall behind me is 180 degrees, I'm just going to divvy up my amount of turn. I'm going to go 1/8 of a quarter here, an 1/8 of a quarter here, and an 1/8 of a quarter here. That way I'm just, I evenly spread out my amount of turn. So if I do that one more time, I'm going back, back, forward with the left. Then I'm going to do a grapevine. Side, cross in front, side. Okay, so let's try that in kind of full speed here as we go. Back, back, forward, side, cross, side. Okay, so that's going to be the cross turn from the lead's perspective. Ladies' perspective, okay? What you're going to be doing, ladies, is you're going to be basically walking around him. So after that rock step, you're going to go rock, step, forward and turn, side, cross, side. Okay? That's what you're going to want to do. So, if I'm here, I just did a basic rock, step, side, rock, step, side. After my rock step, ladies, I'm going to go rock, step, forward and turn, side, cross, side. So if I do that again, I'm going right foot, rock, step, forward and turn, side, cross, side. And what that's doing with that move, by the way, what that's doing is that's allowing for the lead to let you pass through, ladies. So when he's walking backwards, the reason why you're doing a rock step is so he can get out of your way. If you start walking forward, I think I taught it incorrectly the first time I taught it to you, so I'm just going to correct that now. If you're walking forward while he's walking backwards, then you're trying to run him over before he has time to get out. But if he has time to get out of your way, meaning that you do a rock step first, then turn, then that's going to make it easier for you to transition through. So he's going to be walking, if I make the camera kind of chest level, he's going to be walking out of your way, walk, you're going to be passing through here, and then when he takes that forward step is when that whole amount of turn happens. Okay, so if I do that from the lady's perspective, he's getting out of my way, and I'm going rock, step, forward and turn, side, cross, side. Okay, and that's going to allow for that cross turn to look a little better for you. Okay, let's talk about a couple dynamics with that, and then we'll move on to the last move we have in nightclub two-step. With the cross turn, just let it happen. Okay, if you were to, if you have gears in a machine and you try to force those gears before it's time for them to move, what's going to happen? They're going to break, right? You're going to have a mess up, and you don't want that. Okay, if you don't shift gears in a car properly, if you're driving a standard, then what's going to happen? You're going to drop the tranny, right? You don't want that to happen. So same thing with this move, since there's a high amount of turn very quickly for the lady, and the gentleman has to get out of the lady's way, you want to make sure that you don't do it too quickly, or else she's just going to be off balance and it's not going to be fun for you. Okay, so let me demonstrate that one more time from the foot level. as to what that looks like. And then we'll move on. Okay, so you've got your basic. I'm going to do a basic and then a couple cross turns. Basic, cross turn, basic, cross turn, basic, cross turn. Okay, we go rock, step, side. Here comes the cross turn. Back, back, forward, side, cross, side. Rock, step, side. Here comes the cross turn. Back, back, forward, side, cross, side. One more time. Rock, step, side. Here comes the cross turn. Back, back, forward, side, cross, side. Okay? Ladies, your part looks like this. You're going rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Rock, step, forward and turn, side, cross, side. Rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Rock, back, forward and turn, side, cross, side. Chicka, chicka, boom, chicka, chicka, boom. Rock, back, forward, side, cross, side. See how that happens? Good. That's the cross turn. Go back and watch it if you need some help. Let me put that graphic up one more time, and we'll talk about your underarm turn. Underarm turn. There we are. Okay. So the underarm turn. Remember, that's going to be your pivot turn. This is probably the easiest move to kind of get through. You're lifting that left arm up, gentlemen, and letting her turn on the left side. Okay, so the underarm turn is going to be very important for your nightclub two-step. It's a really great move, and you should master it, practice it. You all should come back masters of this stance, because you're going to be practicing so much at home with your parents, right? Now they can learn. That's good, okay? So here it is. The gentleman's part for the underarm turn does not change at a foot level. I'm going to narrate this verbally and show you what my feet are doing so that you know that it doesn't change, okay? If I'm doing an underarm turn, it looks like this. Rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Here comes the turn, turn her around. Rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Here comes the turn, turn her around. So obviously you didn't see anything really change at the foot level. That's because it's all in the hands for this move, okay? Now, think about this logically, gentlemen. We've talked about this before. If it's an underarm turn, what is the lady doing? She is turning under the arm, okay? And so, if she's turning under the arm, what that's going to mean is that you're going to take that left hand. It's already at her eyebrow level because you're in your closed frame with the nightclub two-step. You're going to lift it up above her forehead. You're going to lead her out to the side, around, and back to me. Again, you're going out to the side, around, back to me. Out to the side, around, back to me. Out to the side, around, back to me. Okay? That's my underarm turn. And the dynamics of my underarm turn. The turn happens when I'm doing my right rock step. Okay, so if we have the two halves of our basic, we have the half that we start with being our left rock step, and we have the second half being the right rock step. The turn happens on the right rock step. So I do half a basic, rock, step, and then I turn. Rock, step, side. So when I'm rocking back with my right foot is when I turn. Rock, step, side, turn her around. Rock, step, side, turn her around. That's how that happens, okay? Now, no rhythm changes with this underarm turn. So as I get into the ladies part, don't confuse yourself with trying to do more steps or less steps than what you need. It happens in 3 steps, just like the basic does. Ladies, your part is pretty simple as well, okay? If I'm facing this way, what's gonna happen, actually let's do this at the foot level first. What's going to happen is you're going to turn on your left rock step is when that happens. Remember, the left foot has to be free for a pivot turn. Now let's talk about what that pivot turn actually looks like. Whatever wall is to your right, ladies, that's the wall you're going to take a forward step with the left towards, okay? So I'm lined up with my partner now, but I'm going to take a quarter turn to my right and step forward with the left, okay? Just like that. So I was facing him here. I'm going to take a quarter turn and a forward step with the left. Then what I'm going to do is with my weight all the way on my left foot, I can lift my right foot up. That's how much weight I have on this left foot. I'm going to pivot or turn around with both feet in place. Just like that. See how that works? So if I'm turning around, both of my feet stay in the same position they were. I'm just going to turn over my right shoulder. Bang. I'm going to replace weight back to my right foot and face my partner before I take that side step. So if I do that in fast mode, okay, I'm going to take a step towards the wall to my right, forward, turn around, replace weight, and face my partner with the side step. Okay? Or if I narrate the basic rhythm, then you're going to understand that nothing's really changed as I go rock, step, side. Okay? If I do that in the basic, it looks like this. Rock, step, side, rock, step, side. He's going to let you go. Rock, step, he turns now. Turn around. Rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Here it comes. Ready? Quarter turn. Turn around. Rock, step, side. I'm going to do the replace verbiage now. Here we go. Step, replace, side. Rock, step, side. Rock, step, side. Here it goes again. And step, replace, side. Rock, step, side. Okay, so it's a pretty snappy turn. And you're going to be able to go through it right there. Okay, a couple notes to review that. Gentlemen, you're going to let go with the right hand. Okay, so remember, you're in closed frame and your right hand is on her shoulder blade. You're going to let that go, okay, on your first rock step. Okay, so if I'm doing my basic rock, step, side, when my left foot goes back, I let her go. Let her go. When my right foot goes back, I turn her. Turn her around. Rock, step, side, rock, step, here we go. Let her go, turn her around, okay? Just like that. That's gonna be your underarm turn in your nightclub two-step, okay? So just to review the moves that we've gone over. Chicka-boom, okay? You've got your basic cross turn and underarm turn in your nightclub two-step. Just to harken back so that we're not forgetting anything here. Oops, I didn't even switch the graphic. 1 second. So now you can see it. You have your basic, your cross turn, and your underarm turn in the nightclub two-step. Okay, now, just going back to the West Coast, we had our sugar push basic, our left side pass and our right side pass, and we've gone through nightclub two-step as well. Okay, we're gonna do one more dance today. We'll pick up with waltz next time we do the stream, or I might just send something out about waltz later, okay? But here we are with the tango. Tango, we had our basic, we had our corte, and we had our promenade, okay? So the basic for tango, by the way, if you guys do have Facebook, try to tune into Crossway Ballroom, XROSSWAY, Ballroom, okay? We do live streams on our Facebook page for our Social Mondays class, and that's actually going to be going over certain basics of certain dances. So if you need review or anything like that while we're still trying to gather up the graphics and the videos for you, go ahead and tune into those. We did teach tango last night, so that'd be a good review for you, okay? So tango basic, we're gonna go over this real quick. Again, we're kind of clipping along here because this is all review for you guys, okay? You are going to take your basic going forward. For the gentleman, you're making that 7 shape. Remember, we have 3 steps going forward and a side and gather step going to our right side, gentlemen. Looks like this. We have walk, 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 side, gather, okay? Looks exactly like that. Let's try it together. Ready? Here it goes. And slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Gathering in. Now remember, we gather that left foot because we're going to continue into a new basic with the left foot again. So we don't need to come together because that's going to switch our weight to the other foot. What I mean by that is this. Slow, slow, quick, quick. Gather that in, ready to go again. And quick, quick, slow. If I don't do that, if I don't gather, then this is what's going to happen. You're going to go slow, slow, quick, quick, together. Oh no, I'm starting with my right foot. That's not good. Okay? That's the basic from the gentleman's perspective. Basic from the lady's perspective is taking that backwards and to the left as we go, starting with the right foot. Back, 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 side, gather. Okay? Let's try it again. 2 basics this time as I go. Back, 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 side, gather. And back, 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 side, gather. Okay? That's going to be your tango basic from both parts. Okay? Remember, fitting together with the tango basic. As far as the frame goes, I'm just going to mention the frame to you guys because it is different for the tango. The right hand's still on the shoulder blade, the left hand is still extended out, okay? But here's the difference. That right hand is gonna be a little lower, actually, and it's gonna end up on her back, so it's gonna look like this, okay? It's gonna be here, okay? It's gonna be angled down and going down towards the small of her back, versus being on the shoulder blade, you're going down, okay? So, if I okay, if I'm here, I'm going to place that hand on the back right here, and the left hand is going to be extended out to the side, okay? Then, ladies, you're going to hook the thumb under the shoulder, so your right hand comes out like so, okay? Your right hand comes out. Left hand is going to make this knuckle. See how my thumb knuckle is here? My left hand is going to hook under his armpit like so. Okay, you're going to hook that thumb under the armpit. With the left hand, it looks like this. Sorry, right foot is free. Okay, that's your tango hold. Now, talking about the corte. Remember, the corte is a dramatic pose. Okay, drama, just like that. You're going to take your left foot, gentlemen, and you're going to take a lunge backwards, okay? So you're going to go back, bending the left leg and pointing the right toe forward. You're going to go back, forward onto the right, tango, close, or forward, side, and gather. If I show you that from the foot level, okay, here we are. I'm going back with the left, lunge, going forward with the right, tango, close. If I show you that from a side view, looks like this. Back with the left, lunge, back forward with the right. Notice that I'm pointing my right toe. Forward, forward, side, and. If I show you from the other side, okay? Back with the left and lunge. Forward with the right. Forward, side, and close. Okay? Ladies, your part is thusly. You're going to take your right foot and you're going to go forward in a lunge. Okay? So we're going forward with the right and pointing this left toe backwards. We're then going to go back with that left, back, side, and gather. Again, I'm going to lunge forward with the right, forward, go back with the left, back, back, side, and. One more time. We go forward with the right, back with the left, back, side, and. As far as your body, ladies, remember that you are doing a pose. It's almost like you're fencing, right? So if I do my part as a lady, I'm right? Lunging forward with that right foot, coming back with the left, back, side, and. Okay? Or you can think of it like you're feigning, right? You're feinting onto him. Going back again, back, side, close. Okay? That's the corte. Look up pictures of the corte, really, to see that position. Just look up tango corte on Google. Hopefully it doesn't pull up anything explicit. I wouldn't think it would. But that's going to be how that works. As far as the gentleman's frame, when he's doing that, he's going corte and bending a little back. Okay? Notice my chest is still kind of facing forward, and I'm turning out just slightly to my left. Then I'm going to bring her up, forward, side, and. Okay, that's your tango corte. Last step here for the tango, you're going to go, bam. Last step here is going to be your promenade. Now remember, the most important thing to remember about this is promenade is going to be nose and toes. Nose and toes, okay? So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna back up all the way so you can see my whole body, okay? When I'm going nose and toes, that means that, gentlemen, if I'm facing the way that you're facing, my head is gonna look to the left, okay? Head looks to the left, toes to the left, chest and hips facing my partner, okay? If I do that from this angle, as you can see, that way I'm all the way out, okay? Head to the left, toes to the left, chest still facing my partner. So now I'm moving this direction, and I'm looking this direction, but I'm facing this direction, okay? That's our promenade position. So if I have my closed frame, gentlemen, it looks like this. Ready? And promenade. There I am. Back to normal, promenade. Back to normal, promenade. Okay? Notice that not much happens on my frame level or my chest and hip level. Everything happens nose and toes. Nose and toes. Just like that. Ladies, same thing. You're taking your head and going the same direction that the gentleman's facing. So if I have my backwards frame here, nose and toes, to my right, ladies, bend. Back to normal, bend. Back to normal, bend. Chest, hips, still facing my partner, but I'm pointing out with that right foot and facing the direction I need to. Okay? So if I try that one more time, here I am, and point. Just like that. That's my promenade position. We talked about the promenade step in class though. Promenade steps can look like this for the gentleman. You just finished a tango basic. You're in closed frame, and on the end of your basic, you transition into promenade. That looks like this. If I do my basic, I go slow, slow, quick, quick, promenade. Nose and toes, ready to go this direction. I'm going to go forward with the outside leg, or the leg that's pointed. Forward. I'm going to cross in front with my right foot and turn on the end of that count. So I'm facing the way that I was going promenade. Now I'm back in closed position, and I'm going to do a tango close. Tango close. So you're only in promenade for those first two initial walking steps in your basic, gentlemen. You're going basic promenade, slow, slow, quick, quick promenade. Two first slow steps is when you're moving. Slow, slow, unwind. Quick, quick, slow. Okay, so let's try that. Doing a basic indoor promenade. We go slow, slow, quick, quick promenade, slow, slow turn, quick, quick, slow. And that's how you accomplish that promenade step. Ladies, you're going promenade facing your partner, doing a basic, slow, slow, quick, quick promenade. You're going to go forward with that outside leg, cross with the inside leg. We're in a position in this cross, and I'm going to show you the feet in just a second, where now our left leg is crossed in front. I'm going to do what's called a pivot. I'm going to transfer my weight to my left foot and pivot so that now my right foot is sticking out like a rudder, and I can accomplish my tango close. Tango close. Okay, so if I show you the foot action for that, I just did my basic going backwards. I'm going to come back into the camera in a second. As I go back, 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 side, promenade. Okay? I'm going to go forward with the right, cross in front with the left, transferring all my weight to that left foot. There should be no weight on this back foot. It should just be a kickstand. Okay? I'm going to pivot on the left so that I'm facing my partner and ready to go back in a tango close. Tango close. Okay, so if I do that one more time, I do my basic slow, slow, quick, promenade, slow, cross, pivot, back, side, and. Okay, let's do that from a different angle so that you can kind of see how that goes from this angle. Okay, if I'm going slow, slow, quick, promenade, forward, cross in front and pivot, back, side, and. You want to make sure you get that forward, cross in front and pivot. So if I'm in promenade here, forward, cross in front and pivot, back, side, close. Okay? That's how that's going to work. So, in case you missed that, because this is a natural opposite dance, when the gentleman's moving in promenade, bang, and he goes forward and he crosses in front. You two are crossed in front at the same time. Both inside legs are crossed in what's called contra body movement position. Then you're going to unwind. The gentleman's going to do this. Bam! Like wizard's chess. When you watch Harry Potter, right? What do? In order to pivot to a new quadrant, right? Now we're facing a new quarter turn, new wall, just like that. The gentleman does that because the lady, guess what, is pivoting. She's going promenade, cross, and pivot as he does that step, right? So we're going, boom, cross in front, pivot as he unwinds. That's what that unwind is for. It's so that the lady can pivot and be ready to go onto the new line of dance. Okay, that's the only thing that we didn't really talk about today is the line of dance with tango. We're gonna talk about that next time when we cover our waltz. Just to give you a brief reminder of what that is though, the line of dance is that oval that goes around the room. We now know it's a rectangle. Okay, so we have a line of dance, a wall, a center of the room, and an against line of dance for every wall of the room. Okay, and when you're on that line of dance, in order to transition to a new line of dance, you usually just use a move, and promenade isn't included in that. You're using your promenade to transition to the new wall. Okay, just some other terms for you as well. You have diagonal wall, which is if my wall's to my right, then the next corner that's on that right wall is my diagonal wall. Every diagonal is named after what it's for, right? I have my wall, diagonal wall. I have my line of dance, I have my center. Diagonal center is the next corner. Diagonal center against line of dance is the next corner. Diagonal wall against line of dance is the next corner. Those are all things that we're going to kind of review next time we record. I might even just record that later this week, just kind of have how I am now, because I understand that a lot of you haven't even really tuned into this live, but this video is going to be then saved and distributed to you, so I might record that video a little later this week, just going over specific things like line of dance, things like that, so that we can keep engaged, okay? Hopefully next time I'll have some more graphics for you as well. That way it's not such a hassle to remember the steps. I want to make sure that you're seeing what you need to see. Okay, so anyways, it's been a good time chilling with you guys. Let me give you a couple things to send you on your way. First thing is going to be a prayer, so let me put up that graphic here. If you'd like to follow along with me, if this is live or if you're watching it later, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray for us as we head out. As I say, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today, Lord. Thank you just for allowing us to overcome some technological difficulties that we just learn to execute, Lord. That we don't let that stop us, even if we're having technical problems, and even if it is hard to get into the studio and set all this up. We know that we want to do it so that we can practice and so that we can just be prepared to come back together as a community when this whole thing is over. So I ask that you please just bless that. Bless us in our weariness. If there's anything that's tough going on, Lord, if there's anything that is just getting us bogged down and getting us in mindset, whether that be the actual coronavirus or family being sick, even if it's not the corona and they're just being quarantined just to be safe, all the hospital workers out there, Lord, all of the essential workers that are working jobs that they can't quit or else our infrastructure of our country would fail. I ask that you please just bless those people, that we can just come together in this time. I ask that you please just bless all the students in this class, that they can just keep dancing, Lord, and stay positive and listen to their parents and seeing as they were homeschoolers already, just let them focus on their work like they already have been. And I ask that you please just bless us all with peace and happiness. I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to shut the stream down here. Let me know. Send any of your questions to Jen if you've got some questions for us as far as just moves, or if you want some practice graphics, I'll be sending those out as well to Jen so that she can distribute them to you. But for now, we're just trying our best. I'm out here grinding like everyone else. So, anyways, good to see you guys, and have a nice day.